Matilda using Shin. Something of that combination.
Oh, there you go, Matilda, Roger,
I was
Leo.
right the first time.
This is why that people take Leo as an analyst, man. He's so good at these predictions here, and that will round up RRQ's draft. Honestly, if we're looking at the draft, Onic Philippines finishing it off with that Harith in the gold lane for Marquee. Thoughts on the draft, LaFell?
All right, so looking at Harith over here, it is a very good scaling kind of hero, and from the side of I guess there's not much answer towards this Harith, so not gonna lie, I kind of like the draft coming in from the side of Onic.
Yeah, but look at that. It's going to be Achil throwing in some extra words right after the picks happen set. They are going to load into the game right now, but I want to hear some predictions just based on the draft right now.
I think the early game is actually looking good for RRQ. Deceptively good. Because you have the Farsa, you have the Matilda, just those two. If you play it right, and even the Esmeralda, I've seen R7 do amazing things at the 2-minute mark on this hero coming out of the XP lane. So that being said, I think Onic PH better slow their roll, especially since they have a Harith.
But the thing is, they do have this Selena. The Selena can actually help win out the lane. Any lane that she chooses to go, whether the XP or the gold. So the Selena can play it slow. However, I feel like, especially going up against this Aldos, maybe they want to go maybe a little bit faster.
Well, the questions will be answered here in the game. Are you ready? It's going to be RRQ and Onic taking it to the land of Dawn as both of these side lanes are already going in for some crazy trades on the board. Selena, what happened in that early stage? Beloyski already at such low HP.
Yeah, looking at the mid lane just now, she tried to go a little bit aggressive, but Clay manages to damage her a little bit more, especially here, Vin on this Matilda, focusing every single hit from the first kill, managing to hit her. But I feel like in this early stages of the game, it's still fine, it's still controllable. It's how they transition after this.
Yeah, I like how you put it, Leo. Deceptively good. I agree completely, man. The Esmeralda, everyone says, yeah, scaling hero. But in that early stage, it's actually really, really good, especially when you're talking about the early mobility, where Yu Zhang, yes, has mobility, has that teamfight potential, but only after that ult.
Yep, and so far the only thing that Onic can do is win the vision game, and of course try to find those pickoffs for Beloyski. Zinlos low!
Oh, Aldous is gonna get taken down. That's your first blood by Razor, picked up by the Filipino team, Onic.
And that's what I was saying. RRQ, they're playing on one plane of deception, while Onic PH might be doing the same thing. Shades of Na'Vi, possibly playing Possum early on. What is this, 2 minutes?
Now this is what I'm talking about, because the Selena is actually very good in any lane, whether EXP or gold. You just have to pressure a little bit, and Zin went a little bit overzealous, had his first death over there. We just want to see what Onic Philippines wants to transition on, and looks like the turtle is going to be the objective.
Yeah, they really like to do these kind of things, but Vin is already in there. He's going to try to go and do some damage. More time when able to get back onto two members right now. So Albert gets kicked away. He's going to get taken down. In R7, he's going to try to go for more. Beloyski for the price of Albert. That is not a good trade, but they're trying to make it a better one. Dlarski now caught in the 1v3, instantly taken down, and that's going to be RRQ going and equalizing the board 2-2.
So far, 1 kill up, but then Kairi still got the turtle. I guess the only real place where there's no true neutrality is bottom lane. Because look at this. Marky's just bullying Sin.
Oh, yeah. You can see the majority of that gold lead is going to come down from Marky. 300 gold lead, and that turret gold has been taken away.
Yeah, right now I'm looking at from the side of RRQ Hoshi, where Albert, again, not afraid to go in front to get that kind of play, but I want to see his team following up with him as well. Early in that turtle fight, I feel like they could have played it a little bit better, perhaps a better kind of engagement, but probably just a little bit too aggressive trying to secure that turtle.
Oh, but R7 now caught in a bad situation, still able to run away, deal some damage back to Beloyski. It is going to be both of these members taking a half HP. Onic still with that lead. And now we are going to take a look. Vin going very aggressively onto Kairi, holding off to that Circling Eagle. Sir Clay is here for the airstrike to pop it off, just to zone Kairi away, as he will need to go back into his jungle. Still, both of the teams on equal grounds. Let's take a look at the items so far.
Sir Clay didn't find anything there. Again, you see the mechanical genius of Kairi. Up top, it's Albert trying to get this gold crab, and Kairi giving him a visit. I think there is one loss here for Beloyski. Just don't do XP lane anymore, it's clearly a loss. I think it's a much less financial, beneficial thing here, at least for finances and for XP. So yeah, maybe try to give Marky a visit. That might be a good try.
Yeah, speaking of Marky, right now he already completed his Calamity Reaper. Looks like he is on the way on finishing. Oh, over there, Clay getting attacked. But again, for the side of Marky, he's on the way completing his Feather of Heaven. And I feel like right now, RQ Hoshi is giving a little bit too much space for the side of Harif, because again, he has that Purify. He's going to be nasty in team fights.
Yeah, and now we can see already Onic preparing this turtle. Really, really good setup from them, able to get Farsa really low. Vin trying to open up the map, will be able to dodge away from the Abyssal Arrow as Onic goes and starts it up. R7 though being such a nuisance already here, guiding Win to save him away from that engage, but he is extremely low. This is not a really looking good for the side of Onic, but Abyssal Arrow, once again, is going to be dodged away. RRQ, they might look for the collapse. Onic might look for the collapse. It's just going to be the matter of who gets it. Final execution to go in and get the turtle. Now an all fight breaks loose. Vin goes in for the circling eagle onto Hatred with, oh my god, it's going to be taken down as that's going to be Albert. He's going to Lycan Pounce, unable to connect onto anything. R7 going in for the falling Sarmon as well, as both teams will just choose to disengage. Onic with the lead.
But Loiski's playing geometry, man, and Circlay's not picking up. Honestly, he's drawing lines and points with this arrow, and the strap are going to jump on R7. He's going to be fine. This is a great read from RQ Hoshi. They understood that we have to change the dynamic because bot lane's going to get hammered here. Let's switch over to top lane, and that's exactly where Marky went. Onto my point again. LaFell said it best, wherever Baloyski goes, he just changes the pace of the game, and right now, Vin catches another one!
Baloyski has just been so on point.
Yeah, right now, actually, looking at the previous team fight from the side of Onic Philippines, this is the kind of gameplay that we are expecting from them. They're going to prioritize the objectives, but for the side of RQ Hoshi, in my opinion, it's a little bit uncharacteristic where in terms of timing of engagement, it was not to my liking where Albert goes in first and then R7. I prefer more cohesive kind of engagement and then going together and then selecting the targets. Right now, Vin is at the front.
Yeah, look at that. Hatred trying to go for the way the Dragon Jeet Kundo combo. Unfortunately, only landing onto Vin, but the Abyssal Arrow again, just so on point for Baloyski. This is the name of the game right now. Baloyski on the Selena as the top side will be ganked. R7 will be able to get out of that one. Very, very fast rotations. That was insane. He knew the limits. He knew Onic Philippines didn't have the engage potential to lock him down, so he stayed a little bit longer. And now RRQ pushing the pace in the mid lane. Abyssal Arrow unable to connect. Vin trying to zone Baloyski out. And now again, it is just a 1,000 gold lead, but so far it's still down right in the middle. Abyssal Arrow opening up the map once more.
It's a 1,000 gold lead off of a significant objective. It's a turret. It's a turret that Aldous on Xin has to really think about. And again, that's what's opening up these rotations for Marky. So they're able to put more of a dent elsewhere. And again, 2 turrets going over to Onic PH. That's not nothing.
Oh, look at that. It's going to be the way the Dragon connecting onto Albert. He's actually going to be able to turn this around, and now it's going to be Hatred running for the hills. Flicker being used, and the Feathered Airstrike comes in, almost taking him down, but this is very good setup for the Turtle. Vin, he doesn't want the Turtle. He wants a kill. Unfortunately, unable to get that. The turret will be taken down in the top side, and the Turtle will be started by Onic PH. Let's see what happens here. It's going to be the chase coming in. R7 going for a point sound, able to connect onto Kyrie, but it's going to be him taking the Retribution on the Turtle. Xin goes on to Kyrie, still able to dodge with that Thorn Rose, and that is Onic picking up the objectives and instantly backing off. But Larsky, maybe they're not done here. Maybe he wants some blood, but no, just backing away.
No, he's blunted. Again, this is just mad discipline coming from Onic PH. They take what they need, then they get out. Oh, Savon Force!
Oh, falling Simon though. Devon Force maybe a little bit too aggressive there. Marky's able to dash around, completely outplaying RRQ. A 1-for-1 right now, but Onic still stays at a 2,000 gold lead.
Yeah, but the thing is, this 2,000 goal lead is still playable because from the side of RQ Hoshi, they can still win this one just because the draft, they have a lot of scaling on this Aldos, on this Farsa as well. As Mirko, you yourself have said that this Roger, even though it is very strong in the early stages of the game, but can be very strong as well in later stages of the game just because of how tanky he can get. But from the side of Onic Philippines, this is an interaction that we haven't seen for a long time, which is the Harif as well as the Esmeralda, where it is a matchup where if the Esmeralda plays it well, she can win. But if the Harif can kite around, then he can win. And as of right now, look at this, an engagement coming in from RQ.
The base by Baloyski, able to bring Vin back to the turret right now. So for the airstrike will be popping. Oh, Kyrie coming for the puncture and securing the triple kill. Kyrie has finally come to play.
4 for none off of the back of a circling eagle bait. RQ Hoshi unable to find anything else on the map because even Xin has to retreat. He was way too deep, could have pushed that tier 1 down bottom, and now Onic are going to convert out of their minds. Going to go for the early choke and then start to get equilibrium and even maybe push part the line through all of these lanes. Amazing play.
Yeah, right now we got to go back to the keys to victory. But before that, let's look at the replay again. From the side of RQ Hoshi over here, we can see that Finn engages, but he went in alone. His team is not confident in that. Look at Albert. Albert trying to run away. Clay still trying to fight. So this is what I'm talking about in terms of their communication. It looks like they're a little bit all over the place. It's like, what do you want to do? I want to do something else. So from the side of RQ Hoshi, they have to give a little bit more respect on the side of Onic Philippines, and they have to start taking this a little bit seriously and start to slow their roll and actually go in as a team.
Yeah, at this point right now, it is going to be Onic with a 4,000 gold lead and exactly what they like to do right now. Splitting up the map, playing it one by one, shoving the lanes and looking for picks on the board. And honestly, man, we've seen Beloyski just play Rafaela. This Selena is insane.
Yep, it's a more aggressive take on what he's been doing so far. And halfway through the draft, I was expecting that Beloyski would try to go for these death bush plays, but look, they're going!
Oh my god, Marky is able to go into the backside. Albert is going to get taken down! There's nothing they can do! RQ trying to run away, but Kyrie comes in with the Phantom Execution. Furious time to come in as well. Xin goes back in for the re-engage onto Dlarski. He's able to pick him up right now as Clay picks up the double, but Kyrie keeps on going. Xin, he can't go for more. He'll be able to pick up one more on the board with 1v1 against Kyrie. Has the stacks, has the damage, but will he be able to outplay Kyrie? Xin is not going to be able to. Onic picks up a wipe out in the 10th minute of the game.
A fine Knight versus the One Punch Man. Boy, this is Mlbb, not anime, not manga. And look at that. Marky has just pushed all the way straight into the inhibitor in mid. They've opened up all the lanes. Only one tier 2 standing down bottom. And from 4K now to about 6, Onic PH is ahead.
Yeah, we got to look back at the keys to victory for the side of RQ Hoshi. They need to establish lane dominance, and unfortunately, they couldn't do that against Marky. As I said earlier in the game, the point where Marky had the Calamity Reaper, he actually finished it a little bit earlier than he really should have, and because of that, they start to win off of this Harif pick alone. Because right now, in terms of itemization, he already has that Feather of Heaven, Holy Crystal, as well as Concentrated Energy. Whenever he gets a kill, he's going to get a lot of healing from that, and it can just help him sustain throughout the fight. And the way that Kyrie is playing, he doesn't go head on strong. Yes, he does, but he kites around, he waits for all the cooldowns, and then he is patiently, he can re-engage.
And it's exactly that interaction, that line of decision-making by Marky to build this way that's making him win this fight between him and R7. This is an argument that we've been having for the better part of the past 2 years. Esmeralda versus Harith, Harith versus Esmeralda, and clearly right now, Marky's eating good. Look at this catch.
Oh, way the dragon onto Xin. He can't go anywhere right now. It's going to be Thorn Rose to pick up the unstoppable for Kyrie. And honestly, that is an accurate depiction right now as Dlarski just zones away 4 members. He is literally unstoppable. This is RRQ getting dominated here at game number 1. Kyrie already trying to get the Lord. Trying this is an understatement. It's going to be an easy secure for this team.
There is no try, only do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is why we can see that in terms of audience prediction, they're not too sure whether it is going to be RQ or Onic Philippines, because again, look at both of these teams. They look very, very strong. RQ Hoshi right now, they're in the back line. I do want to see how are they going to handle this kind of situation, because again, remembering what happened to Toda, they can just slow down the game and then somehow they will find keys to victory, because this is the thing about Indonesian teams. They only need to win one team fight. Just one team fight is all they need, and then they will turn things around.
Absolutely, and now let's see what Onic has to do here. They have the Lord, Enhanced Lord coming into the mid lane. They are going to set up all the waves to go for that siege. A 3-wave push. This is at least an inhibitor turret taken down, you know? That is at the very least. Let's see if RQ can defend. Enhanced Lord marching down the mid lane. It is going to be it taken down instantly right here with the Abyssal Arrow to zone away the members from taking the minion waves. Kyrie just dashing all over the place with the puncture, able to use that passive really, really well, as Onic will be able to take one inhibitor turret, and that is the most important one.
Right now, looking at Onic Philippines, they are looking at a good condition to end the game. However, they have to be very, very careful over here because cards like that.
Oh, Albert gets caught, and now it's going to be the all-off follow-up. Albert gets completely taken down, and Finn will follow through. Xin is going to be able to crack that bottom side, that back line with the kill, but look at the combo. Wombo is coming in. It's going to be Kyrie just outplay the entire team and looking for the kill. A maniac for Kyrie. No, it's only a triple kill, but Onic Philippines starts off with a statement.
Kyrie can share. Kyrie can share. He put the gold all over, but it doesn't even matter. What a start for Onic Philippines. This is a best of 5, and I think we're just getting started. We're literally just getting started.
Yeah.
Honestly, that wasn't a statement. That was a declaration of war.
Yeah, this is a situation where I did not thought that we would be in. I thought the first game, we're going to go guns blazing, and I thought that the guns would come blazing from our side of RIQ. On the Philippines, they're going to play a little bit more methodical, but looks like in this game, they want to show up. It's like, we're not that scared to go on a team fight kind of situation. So right now, RIQ, they have